I live in Los Angeles now. It was tough meeting people at first, so I joined the gang. We're not a very tough gang. We're called the Lemon Slushies. Our hood is a cul-de-sac in Beverly Hills. We don't have drive-bys, just vicious U-turns. I moved to Los Angeles permanently January 17th, 1994, the night of the Northridge earthquake. 6.8 on the Richter scale. Did you feel it out here? You did feel it, huh? So scary. So scary. So you know what it's like. I don't wish it on anybody. It was horrifying. It happened at 4:30 in the morning. So you wake up, you're flopping around in the bed, and you're thinking, oh, great, I'm evil. How am I supposed to make breakfast with Lucifer in my life? Let go of my ego, Prince of Darkness. I thought I was evil because I'd seen that movie, The Exorcist. You seen that movie when Linda Blair's flopping around in the bed and spinning her head? And you're watching her and as a kid and you're thinking, this chick is talented. I would love to be able to spin my head just one time. Just so I could go up to David Copperfield and go, you? Let's see you do that, copper balls. Do you like magic? Oh my God, I do not like it. They take themselves so serious. We know they're not magic. No one's, they're like. I can't get it apart, I can't get it apart. Oh. I would love to spin my head one time. I swear to you, I'd only use it for the forces of good. Like standing in line at the grocery store, you know, being one of those 12 items or less ling. Let somebody dare to be in front of me and throw up that 13th item. The manager would be like, let him through, watch his head, watch his head. The cashier would be like, paper or plastic? Oh my God. Clean up aisle 4. Brenda, bring the car around. I'm not shitting, I don't feel good. Everybody thinks we're all politically correct out here, and all my friends are a bunch of tree huggers and stoners and hippies, you know, but not everybody's politically correct. We're walking down the street the other day, and there's these two dudes, me and my friend Chris, there's two dudes in front of us holding hands, and my friend Chris says to me, he goes, look at these two. That is so gay. I go, Chris, don't say that, all right, man? It's rude, it's racist. He goes, being gay isn't a race unless you're in a hurry to suck a weenie. You guys are nice. You're the little crowd that could. Thank you. So what do you guys want to do now? I'll tell you what pisses me off more than anything is these Republicans and Democrats keep going at it, keep fighting with each other. Thank God they finally settled on that deficit ceiling bill, finally came to some conclusion on it, because if they hadn't signed that bill, our government would have gone broke. Our government would not have been able to pay any of their bills. So I think we should treat our government exactly how they would treat us. You know what I mean? Take the White House, take the Capitol, and put them in foreclosure. Put them all in foreclosure because they're useless buildings where nothing happens. Take their salaries, take their private limos, take their private jets, and sell them all, you know? And if there's any money left over, we can buy our elected officials in Washington, D.C. dildos as thank you presents with little cards attached that go, hey, go f*** yourself. Terrible weather, about to have another hurricane on the East Coast. It's been terrible, it really has. I mean, floods scare me to death. My parents in Virginia, their farm was flooded. I had to go back and put floaties on all the cattle. Floods do scare me. My next door neighbor in Los Angeles just named his newborn Noah. Now, I don't want to freak you guys out, but the kid's got a lot of pets. Try to get my own show on the Weather Network. It was about the wind. It was called Blow Me. Needless to say, that did not work out. Try to get my management company to get me on the show, you know, Dancing with the Stars. They said they weren't interested, lack of interest. But they had a new show on VH1 they thought I'd be perfect for, called Dancing with Who the F is That? Got a personal trainer. He's kind of a tool. You know, he's making fun of me. He's like, you ever heard of a crunch? I'm like, yeah, they're delicious. You ever heard of a pork rind? He goes, no, serious. You ever heard of a mule kick? I'm like, is it a drink? He goes, have you ever done a squat and thrust? I was like, once in Santa Barbara, but I spent the night in jail. Won't be making that mistake again. Just went to the doctor. He diagnosed me with ADD, attention deficit disorder. At least I think that's what he said. I really won't pay attention. He described me, he said, I'm like one of those little goldfish in an aquarium, you know. Goldfish have no memory whatsoever, so every time they go around their little bowl or the aquarium, they're like, oh my God, a castle. Wow, look, a treasure chest. Hey, you guys, a scuba dude with bubbles coming out of his head. Oh my God, a castle. Hey, look, a treasure chest. You guys, a scuba dude with bubbles coming out of his head. Oh my God, a castle. My other doctor told me he thought I was bipolar. I started laughing at him. I thought he got me confused with another patient. I'm like, Doc, I don't know. There's no way in hell I'd buy a polar bear. Where am I going to put it? What am I going to feed it? I don't even like cats. I don't think you know what you're talking about. In fact, this is going to be my last visit. Come on, penguins, let's get the hell out of here. This guy's a joke. I think that half the reason I need medicinal marijuana is traffic in LA. Good Lord, what a nightmare. Got all of the same, sometimes just a parking. I've never been pro-abortion in my life till I was stuck on the 405 for 3 hours because somebody hit a squirrel in the carpool lane. I'm looking around thinking, hey, with a few less people, maybe I could get some fucking where. I have pets. I have 2 Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas are the dog for lazy people. You don't even have to walk them, just hold them out the window and squeeze. I only had one other pet. I had a pet cow when I was a kid in Virginia. And my parents made me get rid of the cow because they said I was mean to it. Just because one time I accidentally tried to make it eat hamburger. Eat it, eat it! Eat it, you stupid cow. I guess cows aren't into the 4 food groups, especially when they are 2 of them. Do you like cows? They just stand there. They don't even do nothing. You can even call them. You'd be like, come here, cow. Come here, cow. They just look at you like, come on over, have a glass of milk. Come on over, eat my beef, wear my skin. I don't give a shit. Moo. Well, moo to you too. You ever be going down a road and you see that sign on the side of the road that says deer crossing next 2 miles? How do they know where the deer cross? Well, they have some kind of deer crossing expert or something? Yes, Bobby, you're my assistant. Do you have the deer crossing sign? Where do you think the deer crosses? Sure. Well, hell, I mean, if I'm a deer, I'm gonna cross wherever the hell I want. I mean, I guess like that. No, Bobby, this is not with the deer cross. This is with the deer cross. Yes, excuse me, yes, hi. Me and my husband like to eat some of those big juicy berries on the other side of the highway. And we were just wondering, how far is it to the next legally marked off and designated deer crossing? Because we are not gonna break the law for berries. Thank you. I love animals. I did. When I went to college in Boston, I used to go to the Franklin Park Zoo every other week. What a natural habitat that is. All the animals laying on that hot cement. You're like, I don't need to go to Africa. This is so realistic. Their main exhibit is like a Doberman pinscher chained to a fence. I do love animals. I watched this on the Discovery Channel the other day. I swear to you, I'm not making this up at all. This is the honest truth. It was a documentary on salmon, where the fish of salmon is born or hatched in the river. For half of its life, it goes down the river and out into the ocean, where it eventually feels death approach. And at that point, it remembers the very spot in the river that it was born. And for the rest of its life, it struggles back up the river, going the wrong way, fighting the current, jumping over logs and waterfalls. And it gets there, it makes love, and then it dies in that very same spot in the river in which it was born. Pretty amazing. And when I think that I can't find my car in the mall parking lot, it makes me want to eat some salmon. Tell you one thing I do know, midgets do not like to be called midgets. I won't make that mistake again. The little guy headbutted me right in the ball sack. They would prefer to be called people McNuggets. Because they're small like McNuggets, but they're still people. I get in trouble all the time for nothing. You ever go into Burger King and just by accident ask for chicken McNuggets? They freak out. They're like, oh my God, we don't even sell chicken McNuggets. We don't even sell them. Nope. We sell chicken tenders. Yeah, that's what we call them, chicken tenders. Say it. Like, whatever you want to call them, counter help. Call them chicky dicky doodle sticks for all I care. Look, I'm not here for trouble. Give me the chicken tenders and a Big Mac. Whopper, Whopper, you see it, say it. I'm like, can I see your McManager, please? You ever do that? They make you so mad, you do everything in your power to make them have an aneurysm before you leave. I like to go into Burger King and I like to put on the paper crown. I like to put on the paper crown. I like to put it on really tight. That way I know if we get to fighting, it ain't coming off. So I got on the paper crown. And I get a running start in the parking lot, and I bust open the doors, and I'm like, my people! There's always this one black chick in the back going, he ain't no damn Burger King. I'll tell you a true story. One of my first jobs ever as a high school student, Burger King came to Lynchburg. I lived in Gladys, it was about 30 miles up the road. But us getting a Burger King with a drive-thru was the biggest news that could happen. So they dressed me up as the Burger King, and then I had this little cardboard sign in the shape of an arrow that said drive-thru, drive-thru. And then all of a sudden we got busy, so they put me behind the register, and I'm thinking, there's no way in hell the King's gonna take orders.